Good morning, mister.
Good morning. طيب سند عمر، يلا. محمد إياد إبراهيم.
I did, you mister.
Okay. عمر سلامة. Your homework. عمر سلامة. Yes. عمر سلامة. Your homework, please. You sent it yesterday. Voice is not good. Okay. محمد سباعي.
Yes, mister, I sent it yesterday.
Yes. عمر بهاء الدين عبد الله. Yes.
Mister, I sent it. I sent it for you half an hour ago.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Ziad Salah. Homework, please. You didn't send any homework till now, Mr. Ziad. We took about 3 homeworks.
Okay, mister, okay. I'll send it now.
Should do the homework for yesterday also. So I'll send for me the questions from 1 to 50 or 49. Okay, Ryan Ghalib, the homework. Ryan Ghalib. You didn't send any homework still now. So take care. Okay. So sorry and send it, okay? Send also the homework from 1 to 50 in this exercise. Exercise 6.3 for the coordinates. Yusuf Shamsan, also you should send homework. If you don't have the book, I can send for you the, like we said, if you don't have the book, guys, I can send for you the PDF for this book, okay?
Mister, give me a minute, please. I will send it to you now. My homework.
Okay. Khalid Wael, the homework.
Yeah, now I will send it.
Okay. Okay, Yusuf Tamer, your homework. Yusuf Tamer, your homework.
Mister, I sent it to you.
Okay. Shawqi.
I told you I don't have the pages.
Yes, so send for me any message to send for you the video.
Yes, I forgot yesterday, sorry.
Or I'm gonna send for you guys now, right now, the PDF for this book. With the pre-calculus.
The other book.
I know the other book, but my other book starts at 150.
Okay. Yeah. Right now I'm gonna send for you guys the PDF version of this pre-calculus book. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Yeah, easy. Calculus. هاتوا على الجروب، اوكي؟
Okay, mister.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Samer. The homework. Samer.
Yes, mister, I sent it.
Talal.
Mister, I'm taking a picture now and I'll send you.
Okay. Okay, let's get started, guys. Gonna move on. We're gonna start from exercise number what? 30, right?
29, Mr.
29.
Mm. Yeah, yesterday we stopped at 26 and we solved some different exercises here till 25, had 25 and some problems. We said there's 29. We solved 29, لا, 29.
No.
Okay, so let's see. Bismillah. So revise your answers with me, guys. Yes. Here's this question. It's asking you to find the. Yes, would like to find what or select representations that do not change the location of the given point. 2 and negative 3 pi over 4. Yusuf Tamer. Letter A, 2 and negative 7 pi over 4. This point do not change the location of the given point.
Yeah, second is Mr.
Number 1, we can add 2 pi to the angle and keep r positive. So if we keep
Yes.
r positive like 2 and
Negative 3 pi over 4 plus 2 pi
negative 3 pi over 4 plus 2 pi.
plus 2 pi,
Mhm.
it will give me 7 pi over negative 7 pi over 4. No,
5 pi over 4 gives 5
yes,
pi
sorry.
over.
Yes.
Yeah, gives 5 pi over 4.
Yes. So it's B. And
2, yeah, it's B. B don't
yes.
change the position of this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One more representation when we keep it positive, but we can subtract, keep the r positive, keep the 2 positive, and add
Yes.
negative 2 pi. And add what? Negative 2 pi.
Negative 2 pi. So negative 3 pi over 4 minus 2 pi.
So negative 3 pi over 4 minus 2 pi.
Minus 2 pi equal negative pi over 4. So negative pi over 4.
Yes, it's what here? 1 minute.
Negative 7 pi over 4d.
Yes, it's
2
2
and
and
negative
negative
7 pi over
7
4.
is 1. So it's a negative
Yes.
8. So it's a negative,
Times,
no, negative 11. Times 4 times 4. So it's 8, negative 8
yes.
over what? Negative 8 over 4. And the
Yes.
negative 3 over 4, negative 11 over 4 pi.
4 pi.
It's
Yes.
not here.
Mm.
Okay, we have B. So this is not correct. And like negative 2. When to be negative, we have negative 2 and
Negative 3 pi over 4.
negative 3 pi over 4 and احنا هنعمل plus
Plus
pi.
pi.
Plus pi.
Yes. It will be
Will be negative 2 and
pi over 4. Negative pi over 4.
and pi
Negative
over
pi
4.
over 4.
Yes.
Negative pi over 4. Negative.
Why? Positive.
أيوة
pi over.
negative negative. ولا positive صح positive.
Positive pi over 4. That's what?
Yes.
Positive pi over 4.
Yes.
Oh, so only B, right?
Yes.
Only B. Okay. Are you agree, guys, with this answer? that the answer of question 29 is only B?
Yes.
Okay. Next question.
Mister, I think we have one another answer for 29. It's not only B.
Yeah,
Yes,
which one?
I think
D.
No.
D as
Negative.
well.
Negative 7 pi over 4.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You add pi and then subtract 2 pi.
If we add
Uh,
pi, it
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
pi
yeah.
over 4 and then subtract 2 pi.
Yeah, it will be negative 7 pi over 4.
Hmm.
no.
You- Yes, correct. D also. Because we can add pi, it will be pi over 4 and then here negative 2 pi
And then
over
minus 2
4
pi.
minus 2 pi.
Yes.
Okay, gives here negative 2 comma and negative 7 pi over negative 7 pi over 4. So it's the same position. It's D.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mister.
Question 30. Omar Salama. Yes, Omar, solve this question. Yalla. We have 30 and would like to pick here the points that select the points that have the same representation or the same location as negative 2 and 7 pi over 6. Yes. Omar Salam. Negative 2 and 7 pi over 6. So for me that you solved the homework, right? And you already sent it. طيب solve letter 30. Question 30. لا مش سامع حاجة. Your voice is not good. It's too low. What? Cannot hear you. You hear him, guys? حد سامع شيء.
Oh, don't hear him.
No, sir, I don't hear.
طيب عمر, fix your mic and then return back to us. Nader Abd Tawab. Yes, solve the question 30. We would like to pick here from A, B, C, D the point that has the same location as negative 2 and 7 pi over 6. Yes. Who can solve it, guys? Huh? Who can solve it? Yes, Khalid Wa'i. Yalla. So easy, guys. We can add either 2 pi or subtract 2 pi. Huh? Yes. So we have 7 pi over 6. We're gonna keep it what? Negative?
negative 2. I'll keep it negative 2 because
It's a negative 2 and keep it the same. And add 2 pi. This point 7 pi over 6. How to plot this point negative 2 and 7 pi over 6? 7 pi over 6 means in which quadrant? It's positive, so we're gonna move counterclockwise from the positive x-axis. 7 pi over 6, about 7 pi over 6 in the fourth quadrant, right?
yeah. But yeah. In the fourth quadrant because 7.
Hey, it's 40. Huh? It's in
Okay.
the
No,
fourth
third
quadrant.
quadrant. Third quadrant.
Yes.
Mister.
Yes. 210. The third quadrant. So 210. So let's see. Yes, in the third quadrant. So we have to move like this in the third quadrant. Type. Now negative 2 means here, this point in the second circle at 2. Okay, here's the location of -2 and 7 pi over 6. To find it here, we have to add, and to make it positive, to make it 2, we have to add pi, right? -2, yes, valid. 7 pi over 6, like if you would like to return back to the same position.
Add pi, so we have
At
pi.
at pi it becomes
No.
positive. طيب لو عملنا plus pi, so it's a 7 pi over 6 plus
7 pi over 7.
Plus pi. Yes, so it's 2 and
7 pi, no, I mean for
13 pi over what? 13 pi
what?
over 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we add only pi to bring here the points, it should become positive 2. 13 pi over 6, is it in the same position as pi over 6 or negative pi over 6?
1
Mm.
circle, 2 circle.
If we add 2 pi here,
But then,
we
it
add
is in
2
the
pi.
first quadrant, mister.
Mm.
If we add 2 pi here,
Type this
so
one
we'll
in
have
which quadrant? In the fourth quadrant.
giga,
Right?
mister. Yeah.
In the fourth quadrant. This one in the third quadrant. No. Yeah, this one in the first quadrant. So it may be 13 pi over 6, the same as pi over 6 here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
13 pi over 6, guys, is in the first quadrant also. And pi over 6 is in the first quadrant. So D, same location as -2 and 7 pi over 6, or 2 and 13 pi over 6. If we subtract if we subtract 2 pi from 13 pi over 6, yeah, it gives us pi over 6, right?
Yeah. I
So
now
they
understand.
have the same position. So this point is the same as -2 and 7 pi over 6. هذه هي 2 and 13 pi over 6. This point 2 and 13 pi over 6 is the same as -2 and 7 pi over 6. And also pi over 6 in the same position here. So P is correct. Right. And C is not correct. When it's negative, to keep it negative, -2 the same, we have to move.
Left tool.
Huh?
Move left. Move right. Left.
Move move one
Clockwise.
complete revolution. Yes, move clockwise.
Yeah.
يعني add كم على الانجل 7 pi over 6.
We must need take it as we add
2 pi.
Yeah.
If we add 2 pi to 7 pi over 6, يعني 7
so
pi
it will
over
be
6 plus.
it will be 12 pi over 6, yeah.
Yes,
It will be 19 pi over
19 pi
6.
over 6. 19
So
pi.
there's 3 complete circles. Then it will start. Then it will stay in the first quadrant.
19 pi over 6 in the first quadrant, right? But negative pi
Yeah.
over 6, we said in the fourth.
In the fourth quadrant, no. Third quadrant.
In the third quadrant, right?
And -5. Yeah. -5 over 6 pi over 6 is the first quadrant. Yeah. A is the answer.
A is also the answer. Like 31. That's enough, guys, for this kind of questions, okay? 31, let's say the answer quickly. -5 and -pi over 4. To find here, what's the answer, Mr. Muhammad Faris, of 31?
Can I answer it, mister?
Yes, Khalid. بعدين فارس
Mister, we can take B. B is an answer.
B is an answer by adding it to A. By adding
by adding and by multiplying 2 pi, it will be also A, mister.
Yes, it's also A. Why it's also A?
Because after we multiply by 2 pi, it will be 8.
By adding 2 pi.
Yeah. It will be 4 out of 8 pi. It will be 7 pi over 8
yes,
over 4.
2 pi هنا شباب can be represented as 8 pi over 4. and 8 pi over 4 plus negative pi over 4 gives us 7 pi over 4. So it's A type. Letter B, how you got it?
Letter B, we subtract negative of
Yeah, it becomes a positive
negative
here.
2 pi.
The R was negative, now it's positive 5.
And
And the angle is minus pi?
negative, yeah, minus 2 pi.
Minus 2 pi, yes. We subtract 2 pi. And if we add pi, here, plus pi, we make plus pi here. And plus 4 pi over 4 gives what?
Plus
Gives
pi.
3 pi over 4.
We get it 3 pi over 4, it's not found.
It's not here, so 4 pi over 4. If we add pi, the negative 5 becomes 5, and 3 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4 and pi over 4, or 11 pi over 4, and sorry, pi over 4 are, they have the same position. 3 pi over 4, and pi over 4. Pi over 4, 45. 3 pi over 4, 135. No, the only A and B. Okay, number 32.
Okay.
Thank you, Khalid. Hamad Faris?
Mr. Muhammad Faris has some his parent around him. So can you wait for him? He's talking to me in the chat and what's.
Okay, no problem. Okay. طيب, we can answer this question, guys. Let me ask. Yes, Ziad Salah. Ziad. Question 32, we would like to find more representations of this polar point, -6 and 3 pi. -6 and 3 pi. Is it 6 and 2 pi? 6 and negative pi, -6 and pi, -6 and -2 pi. Yes, is it?
دلوقتي هناخد الأول البوينتس -6 و 3 باي.
Yes.
بعدين هنزود هنعمل بلس باي هنأد 1 باي.
Add 1 pi. So the 6 -6 becomes
-6
positive.
positive 6 و 4 باي.
And 4 pi. Yes, so we have 6 and 4 pi. 4 pi is the same as 2 pi, right? So it's A. And you know, guys, if you graph here your standard deviation, and you know 2 pi means 1/4 revolution. عايز ارسم 4 pi, I'm gonna move also
2 4 revolution.
2 4 revolutions. So it's 2 pi is the same position as 4 pi, as 6 pi, as 8 pi, and so on. Okay, so it's A. Right. Yeah. Negative pi. Negative pi means what? Means 0, and 0 in the same position as 2 pi, right? Negative pi is yeah.
بس يعني هي في الناحية التانية يعني مش نفس ال
Negative, where is pi? Here is pi. Where's negative pi? Here. Should we set 2 pi and 4 pi and 6 pi and 8 pi? So the point will be 6 and 4 pi, also the same position as -6 and 3 pi. Where is 3 pi? Here, صح? And also negative, and here -6. You're gonna move 3 pi. How to graph this point? How to plot -6 and 3 pi? I'm gonna move here pi, 2 pi, and 1 pi best. And here is the point. And because it's a -6, I plot the point here. I will plot the point here. In the simple another representation ليها 6 and 4 pi, or 6 and 8 pi, 6 pi, and so on. So 6 and negative pi. Where is negative pi? how to graph 6 and negative pi نفسها. Negative pi means yeah, right, and because it's a 6 we will move clockwise. Yes, it will be here.
Okay.
Letter C, negative 6 and pi. But 6 and negative pi, we move the negative pi like this, and it's now here, and my points all in the other side. So I think B is not correct, صح? B not.
B not correct?
B not, yeah. Because 6 and negative pi, 6 and negative pi will be here in this position. We're gonna move clockwise by radians, 180 degrees, and then plot your points here on this quadrantal angle on the negative part of the x-axis. That's it.
C correct.
C, yes. C, you will move what? Pi counterclockwise and put negative 6. Yeah, because pi and the 3 pi, they have the same position. Okay?
Okay.
And put it here because it's a negative 6. Yes.
D لا.
Letter D, negative 2 pi. Negative 2 pi and you move clockwise 1/4 revolution, right? And because it's a negative 6 ما توقف عند هنا، لا اعمل ايه inverse. It's gonna be here. So I think that question B and D the same positions, they are the same representation. But the question itself and letter A and C, they have the same representation or the same location. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Ziad. Do you have any question, guys? Is it clear for all?
Clear.
Okay, thank you, Ziad.
Yes, clear.
Yeah, guys, do you have any question? Yes, and any question?
Yes, Mr. I have a question.
Yes.
The answer is 2 pi, and the answer, I mean 4 pi. Why you make it 2 pi?
When the answer is 4 pi, I'm talking that 2
Yes,
pi.
it is the same as 2 pi.
Yes, and if we move 1/4 revolution and stop, we will stop in the positive part of the x-axis at 0, on x-axis. If we move also 4 pi, the same position as 2 pi, the same position as 6 pi and 8 pi, and so on, like this.
Okay.
So you will find that 6 and 4 pi is the same position as negative 6 and 3 pi, because we will flip the sign and also flip the direction.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Well, hey guys, let's move on to the next kind of questions from 33 to 40. Polar coordinates of a point are given. Find the rectangular coordinates of each point. Okay, Yusuf, Tamer. Yes,
Mr.
Question number 33.
Yes. Okay. First, we'll take R equal
this point, which is 4 and 90 degrees.
Yes, R equal 4 and theta equal 90.
We write that R is 4 and the angle
theta is 90
degrees.
Yes, we'll say Y equals R sine theta.
Start first by X.
Okay, X equal cosine.
يلا Y equals R.
R sine theta.
R sine theta equals.
Yes, 4 sine 90.
4 sine 90. Yes, degrees.
Yes.
Sine 90 is 1.
Is 1. Yes. And so Y equal 4.
Yes. Y equals 4. Yes,
then
for X يا بطل.
Equal R cosine theta. Equal 4 cosine 90 equals 0.
Equals 0. Yes. So this point 4 and 90 as polar coordinates becomes now هنعبر عنها rectangular coordinates as 0 and 4. Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. By the same way, I'd like Mr. Abdelilah to answer this question. Question number 35. Select some problems, guys, to finish the talk. Yes, Abdullah. Question 35. Yes, Abdullah.
Yes, can I solve, Mr.?
Ahmed Faiz, it's okay now with you.
Yes, yes, Mr.
Okay, يلا.
Will not solve 34.
لا بس هناخد select problems عشان نلحق. We have
Okay,
35, 37, and 39 and 40.
Okay,
Okay.
we will find the R
Mm.
first.
2
It's,
and pi over 3.
Yes, 2 and pi over 3.
Here is the
R and
here is the
theta.
theta.
We
Okay.
find the R by X. X is equal to R cosine theta. So it will be 2 cosine pi over 3.
Yes. One. Start. R cosine what? Theta, which is
Theta is 2 cosine pi
2
over
cosine
3.
pi over 3.
It will be 2 times half. Cosine pi over 3 is half.
Yeah, right.
So it's 1.
It's 1. This is the x.
The radius.
Mm.
Yes. And we'll find now the theta by y.
We will find y by
We'll
using the
find
R
y,
sign.
I mean, yes. Yes, y.
Yes.
It will be 2 sine pi over 3.
2 sine pi over 3.
It's equal to pi over radical 3, I mean.
Yes, you have sine pi over 3, which is sine 60, radical 3 over 2. And now
Yes,
your answer is,
it's radical 3.
it's what?
Radical
Radical
3.
3. So this
the
point
is 1
can
and
be represented as 1 and
radical 3.
radical 3. Excellent. As x and y. Yes.
Mr. Can I solve the next one, please?
Samir?
Omar Zakaria.
Omar Zakaria. يلا بطل.
Yes, Mr. Number 36.
Number 37. 37.
36 ولا okay 37.
Mm.
طيب okay x will be equal minus 4 cosine pi over 2.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay, Mr.
Okay. Okay, Mister, تفضل.
X will be equal r cosine theta.
We have this point in 37, which is negative 4 and pi
and,
over 2.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me change the color. Yes. يلا
Yes, Mr. X theta will be minus 4 cosine pi over 2 equals 0.
Cosine pi over 2 is 0, multiplied negative 4 gives 0.
Yes.
And the y equals r sine theta. So we have r sine theta, which is negative 4, right?
Yeah, negative 4 sine multiplied pi over 2, which is equal 4.
Sine pi over 2 is 1 times negative 4 is negative 4.
Sorry, Mr. Negative 4.
Negative 4.
Sorry.
No problem. So the point now is
so 0 and negative 4.
0 and negative 4. Yes. So from question number 30, from question number 30 to 40, 33 to 40, sorry. This is the steps we have to do, guys. Let's solve question 40 and move on to another idea. Muhammad Dahman. Yes, Muhammad.
Yes, Mister.
And question number 39. Yes.
Okay. First thing first, we find the x.
Yes.
So r cosine.
We find the x directly. Here is r, and here is what? The angle.
Yes, okay.
What is x?
X, wait, can you just give me 1 second?
Yes.
X is 7.3.
Yes, y it's 7.3. It's
Okay,
7.4.
first cosine.
7.4
times 7.4 times cosine 2.5.
And your calculator is in the radian mode?
Yeah, I guess.
But make sure that your calculator is already set on the radian mode. لأن if it's degrees and you put 2.5, it's gonna give us different answer.
Okay, wait. I can change it to radian.
Okay. How to change it to radian?
By multiplying it by over 180.
No, the calculator. You should press shift
I'm
mode
sorry, I don't.
4. Shift mode 4.
Okay. Shift mode 4.
مستر minus 5.92.
Yeah, هيك طلعت معي كمان.
طلعت كم؟ negative 5.
Negative 5.92.
92. Okay. For y, we use
For y,
7.4.
7.4 is sine 2.5.
2.5, which is
4.4.
4.4. So your point now in rectangular coordinates is 5.92 and 4.4. 4 point what? 4.4. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad.
Welcome.
Okay, let's move on, guys, to the next kind of questions here. We would like to write the rectangular coordinates of a point as the polar coordinates of each point, express theta in radians. Okay. Yes, Muhammad Ed Ibrahim.
Yes, Mr.
Yes. Question, let's solve question number 41. It's given as rectangular.
Yes.
Rectangular coordinates x and y, negative 2 and 2. The first 2 represents x, and the first negative 2, yet negative 2 is x and 2 is y. I would like to find what r and theta. Yes.
R equal x squared plus y squared. Root
X.
squared.
Yes, we know that root x squared plus y squared equals to
R.
Equals to r, right? So
Negative 2 squared plus 2 squared.
so what?
Negative 2 squared.
Negative 2 squared plus
2 squared.
Plus 2 squared equals to r. So the r here, which is the distance of the first component of the polar coordinates, would be the square root of negative 4 squared is negative 2 squared is 4 plus 4. So r is radical 8. Radical 8. Radical 8 is what?
2 root 2.
2 root 2. That's nice. To find the angle, this is the first part of the question, which is theta. To find the here is it r. Yes, to find the angle, tan theta is equal to
y.
Is equal to what? Y over x. No. Tan theta is equal to y over x. Okay? طيب, ال y is 2 and the x is negative
Negative 1.
Equals negative 1. What angle? Its tan is negative 1. Or in the calculator, you can find the tan inverse of negative 1. equals, huh? 10 inverse of 1 is 45, right? 10 inverse of only 1 is what? Is pi over 4, and 45. And if we find guys the 10 of pi over 4, the 10 of 45 gives 1. And because it's negative here, my angle will be in which quadrant? ASTC. ASTC. It's negative in quadrant 2 and quadrant
4.
So in quadrant 2, it's pi minus theta. يعني pi minus 45. يعني 180 minus 45. Pi minus 40, pi minus pi over 4. Negative 3 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4, right? So my angle will be, the angle gonna be what? 3 pi over 4. Which is 135. Okay, which is 135. Yes, it's in the second quadrant. Type in the fourth quadrant, we have one more angle, which is 2 pi minus 360 minus 45 and 315. Or 2 pi, we do it like this, Mr. Muhammad. 2 pi minus pi over 4. 8 pi over 4 minus pi over 4, which is 7 pi over 4. بس لما نشوف الكويستشن نفسه negative 2 and 2 in which quadrant? negative 2 and 2.
2 and
ايوه لما تيجي تعمل لها graph negative 2 and 2 it's in the second quadrant, right? negative 2 and we rise up to. يبقى which angle I should choose? In the second quadrant or
the first one?
The first one in the second quadrant.
Second.
يعني ناخذ 3 pi over 4. So how to represent negative 2? Now to represent this point,
2 root 2
and 2. This point, negative 2
2
and
root 2.
2 root 2 and
3 pi over 4.
Yes, and the 3 pi over 4. That's it. Here is R and here is theta. And here is X and here is what? Y. Okay, we still have one more period, which is the 7th period. See you inshallah. And good luck guys and goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Goodbye.